Breaking news, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet have broken up.
Let's dive straight into the chaos between Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet. The so-called IT couple might not be so it anymore because word on the street is they haven't been spotted together in weeks. People say they're scrambling to keep the romance alive, but the rumors about a full-on breakup just won't quit. And you already know Kris Jenner would be fuming if this thing ends before she even gets the chance to lock Timothee into the Kardashian empire. The whispers have gotten so loud that fans are stalking their every move on social media. Kylie did throw him a little digital bone by liking one of his posts promoting his latest movie. But let's be real, it doesn't exactly scream couple goals. Meanwhile, Timothee has been out here promoting that steamy flick with Gwyneth Paltrow. And let's not forget, Gwyneth herself couldn't stop gushing about that sex scene she filmed with him. Can you imagine how Kylie must have felt watching everyone swoon over her man while he couldn't even show her some love publicly? And here's the kicker, he didn't even wish her a happy birthday. In Kardashian culture, that's practically a crime. Skipping out on Kylie's 28th birthday bash sent fans into overdrive, convinced the breakup was official. Still, an insider insists they're technically together, but the cracks are showing and the drama is only getting messier. They keep saying it's just busy schedules keeping Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet apart. But come on, he can't spare 2 minutes to post an Instagram story for his girlfriend? Weeks have gone by without them being seen together, with Timothée holed up in Budapest filming Dune while Kylie stays booked and busy in LA. Sure, she did fly out to see him back in July, but let's be real. Kylie has endless money, her own private jet, and zero limits. If she really wanted to be glued to his side, she could be. But even with all her wealth, it's still a grueling 12-hour flight, and Kylie's not just lounging around. She's a mom, she's got her brand, and she's locked into her Los Angeles world. Still, fans can't help whispering, what if there's a co-star catching Timothee's eye overseas? Everyone knows movie sets can be dangerous for relationships. Actors falling in love with their on-screen partners and leaving their real-life lovers in the dust happens all the time. Imagine the headline. Timothee leaves Kylie for Gwyneth Paltrow. Wild, right? For now, insiders claim it's fine. They FaceTime daily, they miss each other, they're holding on, but the cracks are obvious. And things are about to get worse. Timothee's next filming stops are even farther. Jordan and Abu Dhabi. That means even less face-to-face time, and fans are already sensing the distance turning into a chasm. Let's not forget, Kylie skipped out on seeing him before July just so she could attend Jeff Bezos' lavish wedding. That was her priority, not her boyfriend. Sure, they reunited in Europe afterward, but since then, nothing but growing weeks, growing months, and a growing gap that could swallow this romance whole. Let's be real, I'm giving Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco about 6 more months max. At first, I honestly thought Benny was the one for Selena. He looked obsessed with her, and she seemed thrilled to finally have a guy who wasn't toxic. But lately, the vibe feels off. It's like Selena's energy has shifted and she might be realizing Benny doesn't actually measure up to the woman she's become. In the beginning, Benny was head over heels and Selena just looked happy to have someone solid. But over time, standards change. And I feel like Selena's starting to see the cracks. She's drowning herself in wedding planning, and somewhere along the line, she seems to be forgetting why she's even walking down the aisle. The romance isn't giving what it used to, and now the headlines are only raising more eyebrows. Here's the kicker. Benny Blanco is terrified of flying. And if you're Selena Gomez, that's a problem. This woman is global, constantly booked, constantly in demand, bouncing across countries for her career. A man who refuses to get on a plane? That means endless time apart, endless excuses, and a relationship stretched to its breaking point. Can you really imagine Selena dragging her superstar life down to road trips and boat rides just to accommodate him?
Taking this trip to New York, and I was like,
First class?
no,
He flies private.
No, I don't even fly.
He drives. He drives.
I don't
to New
like
York.
planes.
Okay.
Do you take planes?
Yeah.
Every time this guy's to go to New York, he has to drive. He's like, I'll be there in 3 days.
Yeah, I drive.
Yeah.
I do. I take a boat to Europe.
So you really drive to places?
Yes, and I take a boat.
When I heard Benny admit, yes, I drive to places, and I take a boat. My jaw dropped. It almost sounded like a confession that he can't keep up with her lifestyle. And if he can't move with her pace, how long can this love story really last? I'll admit it, I hate flying too. I panic in my seat, I sweat it out, but I still get on the plane and live my life. That's why Benny Blanco's situation feels wild. Because according to sources, his intense fear of flying might end up destroying his relationship with Selena Gomez. She's starting to question how this engagement can even survive if he refuses to step foot on a plane. Selena has always dreamed of a love where she and her man can just hop on a private jet and meet up whenever work pulls them apart. That's the fantasy lifestyle she wants. And let's not forget, her career demands it. Selena is needed everywhere. Paris, London, Asia, literally global. But Benny? He's comfortable being planted in LA, working out of studios where he feels safe. He's a music producer, which means he could technically work from anywhere. Yet, he chooses to stay grounded, literally. And here's the real problem. Selena's starting to realize that whenever she jets off for work, she either has to go alone or sacrifice her career schedule just to be with him. That's not sustainable for a superstar who built her life, flying across continents. Imagine her on red carpets worldwide, and Benny sitting at home, too scared to board a flight. It looks less like a partnership and more like Selena dragging dead weight. And honestly, how did this not come up before the engagement? Like, at no point did he say, by the way, I don't fly. Maybe he brushed it off, maybe he downplayed it, but now Selena's realizing this isn't just a quirk. It's a full-blown lifestyle clash. And if they can't fix it, the countdown on this romance might already be ticking. At first, Selena probably brushed it off like, yeah, I get nervous flying too sometimes. But now she's realizing, no, Benny Blanco is seriously terrified of planes. This isn't a little fear, this is a full-blown phobia. Just recently, Selena jetted her whole family to Turks and Caicos for a luxury getaway, and guess who wasn't there? Benny! And last year, when Selena had to rush to Paris for work, she begged him to come along. He flat out refused. A source even claimed, unless Benny can get past this, Selena genuinely fears their relationship is destined to crash and burn. That's brutal, but it's also real. People are joking that someone just needs to slip a glass of champagne, and he won't even know if he's in the air or on the ground. But in all seriousness, phobias are no joke. I get it. I've had sleepless nights myself before flying, stomach in knots, heart racing. So I understand the panic, but here's the issue. Selena's not just any woman, she's global. She needs a partner who can match her pace, and at some point, you'd hope Benny would step up for her.
Flight like 7 or 8 years ago, and it was just one of those flights where no one was allowed to get up. Like the whole time they were like, stay seated. Like people were like peeing their pants, and it was like a big thing. And then I flew one more time, and then I was like, I'm not flying ever.
Instead, he admitted that whenever he goes to Europe, he literally takes a boat, a 7 to 8 day journey across the ocean just so he can avoid flying. That might work for him, but can you imagine Selena Gomez, one of the busiest women in entertainment, waiting around for her fiance to show up a week late? And that's exactly why people are side-eyeing this relationship, wondering if this love story is already doomed before it even hits the altar. So recently, a photo of Justin Bieber and Kendall Jenner popped up. And let me tell you, they looked real cozy, locked in what seemed like a deep, intense conversation. And that instantly raised eyebrows, because let's be honest, Justin Bieber has been linked to almost every branch of the Kardashian-Jenner tree. Kim, Kourtney, Kendall, Kylie, the list goes on. Okay, not Caitlyn, don't worry, but you get the picture. What made it even juicier? Justin himself shared the rare Instagram photo of him and Kendall at some dive bar in LA, like he wanted the world to see it. And the body language? Kendall's leaning in, throwing up a playful middle finger mid-convo, which only made fans speculate harder. If she's flipping fingers and laughing, you know the tea in that conversation was hot. Of course, the internet wasted no time. One person commented, "This man posted up with everybody but his wife." Another chimed in, "Kendall is always too close to somebody's man, clock it." And someone else joked, "I could smell the comments before even opening it." And yep, they stink. People are eating this up, and the shade toward Hailey is heavy. Let's not forget, Justin and Kendall go way back. Over 10 years of friendship, but the history between them has always been messy, with rumors swirling that Justin and Kendall were actually dating right before Hailey swooped in and made it official. Some even say Hailey worked overtime to lock Justin down while Kendall was still in the picture. And now here they are again, cozying up in 2025. But here's where it gets even spicier. I came across a clip of Justin Bieber and Kendall Jenner that looked way too flirty for just friends. Fans are convinced something's going on. One bold comment even read, "I think they did it, but I just can't prove it." And honestly, that's exactly the kind of energy people are picking up from their vibe. Now, of course, Hailey Bieber couldn't just sit back while the internet dissected her man and Kendall. She had to make a move, and she did. Hailey slid into the comments trying to brush it all off, writing, "It's always Kendall telling a story with her hands." Cute, but people saw straight through it. And to make things even shadier, Hailey also posted a few selfies from the same dive bar, but alone. Which has everyone asking, was she literally sitting in the corner while Justin and Kendall had their little moment together? The whole situation screams messy love triangle energy, and it even brought back that infamous Nicki Minaj lyric, "You gotta keep your eye out for Sel." But in this case, you might want to keep your eye out for Kendall and Hailey, because the drama's not slowing down anytime soon. And that's why you need to stick with us. Subscribe to No Filter, since we drop celebrity gossip videos every single day. Hit that like button, leave a comment, turn on the notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next one, right here at No Filter.